Can't believe he's gone.
Yeah, we miss him too.
His son begins to change. Is it grief?
Dad, you gotta eat.
Why can't you two just leave me alone?
My dad was not himself at all.
Or is it a demonic force after his soul?
As soon as I stepped in the door, I felt the very evilness of what was going on in there.
That was something trying to tell me to murder my kids. It's horrible.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. Deep in the Wisconsin woods lies a remote cabin, home to a divorced father of 4 and his dad.
My family owns a cabin. It's just a beautiful place. My father purchased the land February 17th of 1986, and I've been living there constantly for the past 10 years.
But in the summer of 2012, everything changes when Phil's father suddenly passes away in the house.
When my father passed away, depression came in immediately. My father and I have always had a close relationship. If I needed him, he was there, and if he needed me, I was there for him. Always. All the way to the end. My dad always made time for me when it came to doing stuff. And one of my most fondest memories was always playing catch in the backyard. My father was always in really good health, and they found something in his lungs. Lung cancer. And they said that he would live 2 to 6 months. He lived 2 months and 5 days. I lost my best friend. It was very hard, not just for myself, but for my entire family, because we're so tight as a family.
Hey, Dad, Victoria and I are gonna... Oh my gosh, where did you find that?
Dad?
Hi, girls. What time is it?
It's almost 3. Is that you and Grandpa? You guys look so young.
It's a long time ago.
When my grandpa got sick, it was really hard because I knew he was gonna die, but I wasn't prepared. It was super hard for everyone in the family, especially my dad. He fell into a really deep depression.
Still can't believe he's gone. House doesn't seem the same without him.
It was a completely different man. My sisters and I were worried about him.
Yeah, we miss him too. Every day.
Oh, what's the matter with me? Let me help you.
We got it. It's the last load.
I decided to move in with my dad to help him when he was going through the hardest time of his life.
I was happy that Hillary moved in with Dad. it did give a sense of relief. Like, I know he's gonna be okay because he is her to lean on.
He ate too much honey.
Oh, no.
When my daughter Hillary moved in, she brought her son Gavin.
Hey, you want to see Grandpa when he was little? I don't.
Unconditional love when I needed it the most.
A few days after moving in, while home alone, Hillary continues to settle into her grandfather's bedroom.
I moved all my stuff, mine and my son's stuff, into his old room. It was nice being in that room and having some of his stuff still there to remind me of him. It was just like my grandpa was still there. It was very comforting. I heard 3 loud footsteps.
Dad, is that you? Dad?
And then I heard something out in the living room area.
Hello? Hello? Dad? Jeez, you scared me. I thought you were at work.
I got off early. Everything okay?
Yeah, just thought I heard someone.
Kind of brushed it off. Thought it was the house making noises because it always makes noises.
How's my boy?
Still asleep.
Oh, you better wake him up. He won't sleep tonight. Oh, tell him Grandpa's making chili.
It's now been 3 weeks since Phil Sr. passed away. The family is slowly adjusting to their new life together.
I was working 2 jobs at the time, being a single mom, and my dad would stay home and watch Gavin for me while I would go and work. So we made our schedules work together when it was just the 3 of us.
All of a sudden, I knew I wasn't alone there. And I could feel it.
Phil Pritchard suspects his Wisconsin home is haunted.
Out of the corner of my eye, I seen a dark shadow, and I thought to myself, did I really just see that? I knew I wasn't alone. There was something else in the house besides me and my daughter and her child.
Dad? You're up early. Have you been down here all night?
I couldn't sleep. Sit down. I need to tell you something.
Dad, is everything okay? Is Gavin okay?
Gavin's fine. Sit down.
Okay. You're scaring me.
Remember when you said that you heard something in the house? I heard something, and I saw something.
Although Phil is spooked by his experience, he is convinced it's the spirit of his father who passed away in the house.
I know it sounds crazy, but I think he was trying to tell us everything's okay.
I just thought it was my dad's spirit trying to communicate with me.
To me, it did make sense because the noises that I had been hearing, that's what made me think that it was my grandpa.
It's like I felt him.
It brought me comfort knowing that my dad came to check on me to make sure I was okay too.
A little old man and a little old lady lived on a little farm. They decided to start a garden. They planted cabbage seeds and pumpkin seeds and tomato seeds.
My son had this fire truck toy that he always played with. He loved to play with that thing. Just one day, it went off, and it was weird because it had never done that before. And then it goes off again. And you're like, what's going on? Gavin is over here. There's no way he could touch that toy.
This kept happening over and over. So I took the batteries out, so it couldn't work.
I thought it was maybe my grandpa trying to contact my son and make a sign for us to notice that he was there. I was in my room, and it didn't feel like my room. I just started to feel like the atmosphere changing. And then I just started feeling like someone was behind me. It was a man with a hat on.
I had just gone to bed. I was laying down ready to fall asleep there was like light whispers that kept getting louder and louder.
Hillary?
Phil Pritchard is being terrorized by an unknown entity in his home.
And I started fearing for my safety, not just mine, but my family in the house.
Hillary! Hillary!
When I did wake up and realize that it was a dream, I was like, thank God, because it felt so real. He was actually in my room with me. It didn't feel like a dream when it was happening to me.
Mommy. Oh, baby, it's okay.
Hillary! Oh my God. Hillary, are you okay? What is it?
Oh, my leg. It's burning.
Oh my God. Oh, honey.
Dad!
There's a scratch on my leg.
3 scratch marks.
Hillary, what happened?
I was in the woods and I was being chased by this man in this crazy hat. And I know it sounds insane, Dad, but it was so real.
No, honey. I saw him too.
At this point, I knew it wasn't my father because it was dark.
I'm sorry.
Whatever was in my home was evil.
Fearing for Gavin's safety, Hillary sends her son to stay with relatives.
I can't protect him. I felt hopeless. And that was hard to send him away. But I knew it was the right thing to do. I decided not to leave the house because my dad did need me.
In the meantime, Phil goes searching for answers.
I wanted to figure out what was going on. So I started talking to my neighbor.
Phil, listen, I've been meaning to drop by. Real broke up about your pops.
Thank you. He was a good man.
You got something on your mind there, Phil?
Sorry. I know your family's been here a long time.
Oh, yeah, we have. Where are you going with this?
My dad's house. Anything strange ever happen out there before my dad moved in?
I asked him if he knew of people that died on the property or around the property, and he grew up there his entire life.
Back when I was a boy, it used to be the Hanbury place. He was a farmer. They had 2 girls. And I heard he was a real nice fella. But one day he just turned, sent the missus and the kids away, locked himself in the house, and well, before you know it, he lit the place on fire.
And he said yes, Martin Hanbury had passed away.
By the time those fire engines got here, there was nothing but smoke and ash. Burned the place to the ground. Hanbury with it. You okay?
Thank you, Clayton.
Learning this news, it made it more real. I thought it was Martin Hanbury that was haunting the house.
We didn't know what to do. We had to stay at the house. We didn't have anywhere else to go. We didn't have the money to just get up and move, and we didn't want to. This was our home. That's where we had all of our good memories, and we weren't just going to get up and walk away. My dad was really angry and just not himself at all. He was just stayed to himself.
Dad?
I was very worried about him.
Don't do that.
Oh my God. You scared me to death. I thought you were asleep.
Leave me alone.
Dad, it's 3 a.m. Come on, it's time to go to bed.
I said, leave me alone!
Okay.
Hillary started getting really scared in the house. She didn't want to be alone. So she would call me and I would come over.
I got the salad. Hey, Dad. Dinner's ready. Come sit.
No.
Dad, you gotta eat.
Why can't you two just leave me alone?
My dad's personality started changing.
Hey, are you okay? What's going on with you?
Nothing.
He became more agitated and angry.
Fine. If it'll make you happy, let's eat.
My dad had been grieving, but this was different. Like before, he was just sad, and this was a different kind of anger than his regular when he gets mad at something. This was different.
So you remember Julie from next door? She wants me to watch her dog, which it's this crazy. I don't know, for like a week that she's on vacation.
Okay.
It's those little like small yappy terrier dogs, and
I hate those things.
Right, I just don't want to do it. Like, Dad, you know what I'm talking about, like the little yap 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 yap. I don't know if I can do that for like a whole week, That's crazy. And I'm just like, I really don't want to watch her dog for like a whole week. I just don't want to do it.
I heard the word murder, like right next to my head. Murder. Right in my ear. Murder. These weren't my thoughts.
Dad. Dad, are you okay? Dad. Dad.
I knew it was something else outside of myself that was trying to control me,
Dad. Dad.
trying to tell me to murder.
A demonic voice is telling Phil Pritchard to murder his children.
It was not my thought. It was something trying to implant something into my head.
Dad, are you okay?
They wanted me to physically hurt the people that I love the most.
Dad.
It wanted me to murder my kids.
Dad? Dad, what's going on? Dad!
And that's when I took action by leaving. I had to leave. Had to leave.
Dad!
Dad?
Where are you going? Please talk to us.
Something's happening to me. keep hearing things. Voices, whispers, telling me to do things,
What kind of things?
bad things. To you, to both of you.
He was ashamed to tell us what he heard.
That's ridiculous. You would never do that.
I want to believe it. But this house, it's in my head. It's trying to control me.
He told us that he was having thoughts and hearing voices and having visions about murdering us, killing us.
Just so scared.
The voice that he was hearing, he knew it wasn't his voice. He knew it was something else.
We're not living like this anymore. We're gonna do something. We're gonna get help.
Even though I was fearing for my life, I was also fearing for his, because I knew that that wasn't him that was thinking that way. I hadn't seen the real him in like weeks. I was wondering if this thing was going to take over my dad.
This was the last straw. I had to do something.
The Pritchard family contacts a local investigative team, Paranormal Encounters Wisconsin.
I needed help in the worst way. I needed this to stop, and I needed it to stop right now.
Okay, all good? And we're rolling.
This is Paranormal Encounters Wisconsin, and we're here investigating a property in the Dells area.
My name is Art Davenport. I'm the lead investigator of Paranormal Encounters Wisconsin.
My name is Nancy Frank. Being a medium, I have the ability to feel, hear, and see spirits around me.
My name is Mike Bry. I am the cameraman, tech man. I've been an investigator with this team for 8 years.
Bill Pritchard contacted me, extremely upset about the activity going on in his home.
Well, it sounds like classic oppression. Whatever's going on spiritually in a home can actually affect the mental state of the people that are living there.
Or he's just crazy.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. But after speaking with him, I could hear something in his voice. Something is here. Oh, there they are.
It could be paranormal spirits or some entities actually trying to break the person spiritually, emotionally down.
You must be Phil.
Yes, this is my daughter, Hillary.
Pleasure.
We're so glad you came. We don't know what else to do.
Well, you did the right thing, because we're here to help you.
The family seemed to be really desperate on how they needed to take care of this.
Come in, please.
After Nancy came and Art and Mike came, I knew that we were no longer alone and that they could help us figure out what was going on.
We're almost ready.
Using night vision camera and sound recording devices, the team conducts a walkthrough of the house.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
We are beginning to do a walkthrough of the house.
I felt it. I felt the very evilness of what was going on in there.
There's something here.
It's so bad in here.
I can feel it.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Anything? Anything? Tell us your name. Did you hear that? Yes. Something's there. I can't make it out.
Let me slow it down. Enhance it a bit.
We heard the name Hamberry.
It sounded like an angry man's voice.
That's him.
After hearing the name Hamberry, I knew I really needed more information on him, so I just concentrated on him.
What did you want from me?
It was like in a flash, I saw Martin Hamberry. His demeanor was crazy, like
Murder.
he was hearing voices telling him to kill his family. You have to do this. And then all of a sudden I see him throwing a match, and he's standing there watching his house burn, knowing his family is safe somewhere else. And then I saw Martin with a gun, but I knew it wasn't him.
Psychic medium Nancy Frank is having a traumatic vision of the entity haunting the Pritchard home.
As I was seeing all this in my mind, it made me so sad that a demon can control a person enough to have him want to kill himself. This demon was haunting him, putting these voices in his head, telling him to murder his family. It was constant, murder him, making him go crazy. Martin couldn't handle it anymore, so he killed himself to protect his family.
Nancy has just seen what's haunting your house. It's not your father, Phil, and it's not Martin Hanbury.
Then what is it?
It's a demon, and it's attached to this land.
Nancy explained to us immediately that Phil was seeing who he thought was Hamberry was actually this demon trying to influence him, just as he did to Martin.
I really started to pick up on this demon, and I knew he had been there for a long, long time. But he would lay there and wait for the next family to move onto the property. Martin wasn't a bad guy. He was a good family man. He worked hard. He had 2 children. They were young children. His wife was a loving wife and a good mother. Martin loved them very much.
We strongly feel that this entity, this demon, had been on the property since ancient times. It just took Phil's grief to open that doorway for it to come through yet again.
It attaches itself to the people who live here and forces them to do evil things. We believe it was trying to do the same thing with you. You were grieving the loss of your father. You were vulnerable. The demon used that to come into your life.
I really believe in my heart of hearts that this demon wanted me to do the exact same thing. Either take out myself or kill one of my kids or both of them that were there.
So what do we do?
Well, we're gonna help you. We just need to do a cleansing of your home.
We knew then a cleansing had to be performed. It was trying to take Phil's life or his family's life.
Whatever needs to be done.
I told Phil that I can't have you in the house while I'm cleansing. I sat him on a picnic table, and I poured sea salt in a circle around him and asked him not to leave that circle.
I was just hoping for a miracle at that point. I was just ready for everything to be over with and done, and just hoping and praying that it would work.
Give us your protection. Restore the peace to this home and this family.
When I cleanse a home, I use sage, I use holy water,
Bring light
and I use oil.
back to this house and this family.
As I'm walking through the house, I could feel vibrations in the windows and feeling in my body a tightness in my chest. And sometimes as I'm saying my prayer, the words aren't coming out.
Oh. Stay strong. Don't waver.
I can see Mike is pale and Art just looks horrible.
Restore the light. Restore the warmth. Restore the peace to this home and this family. Leave this house.
Nancy realized the demon was trying to affect me because I was feeling lethargic, nauseous, dizzy, like a fog took over.
I can feel the fighting coming on each step we took.
God, we banish the evil from this home. In the name of God, I command you to leave now. In the name of God, you may not stay here. This is not your home.
We knew that the demon was there and it was trying to push us out.
We all instantly had headaches or felt sick. And then I looked up and I saw it. It was the demon.
Nancy!
I heard the gun go off. It was so loud.
Nancy, are you okay?
I thought I was gonna die.
Psychic medium Nancy Frank has been battling a demonic force in the Pritchard home.
Nancy! Nancy, are you okay?
When the bullet hit me, it was so painful that I just instantly fell to my knees and I grabbed my head.
Nancy, are you okay?
Nancy fell to her knees with tears in her eyes, holding her head like she had felt the actual gunshot.
I thought I was shot. I thought I was gonna die. The feeling was so intense. The demon was there, and he was trying to scare me. And I had to get up on my feet and show him I wasn't afraid of him. He needs to be afraid of me.
Stay strong. I need you to pray with me now. In the name of God, you must leave this place now.
Demon, be gone. You are not welcome here.
You must leave this place. I pray that you will leave this place.
The atmosphere was very intense, but it just made you want to battle the demon even more, so he would leave.
You are not welcome in this place.
I'm screaming at him, and I'm like, you're not allowed here anymore. And he's fighting me. And I just kept pushing and pushing.
In the name of God, I command you to leave this house now.
It was my last push. It was like a release. He was gone.
Wait! What is that? Is that him? Is the demon still here?
No, it's Martin.
I knew that Martin Hanbury was still there. He was sad. He was afraid to cross over because he thought he would be punished for committing suicide.
Martin, you can cross over. It's okay.
I let him know that he could cross over and be with his family.
Cross over now. Go be with your family.
He just kind of nodded, and he was gone.
Oh, come on in.
Is it safe?
It is.
Yes. Yeah, it feels different.
The atmosphere in the house was light. The feeling in the whole house and on the property was lifted. Everything was lighter. I didn't feel oppressed anymore.
I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Take care.
Thank you.
You guys take care.
After the cleansing, the house feels really safe again. It feels like home again.
I feel like I met my dad back in that moment.
We're gonna be okay.
Going through all this, it was very hard, and it was a tough battle, but we came through it on the other side.
Give it a whack. Nice. Yay,
Right,
fresh
come here.
mix.
Everything is going very good in my life and in my children's lives.
He's good.
Good?
He's better than I was.
Everybody's stronger from going through this.
Since all this has happened, my life has been great. I just fear that it can happen again at any moment. I live with that fear every day.
I will never be the same from this experience. It changes you. Once you live this, you don't have a choice but to believe.